What's going on, everybody? How we doing? How we doing? Welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, I just want to thank everybody for the positive support on the channel. I've been getting a lot of messages and comments and things just with a lot of feedback, and it's been really helpful. So thank you guys for all the likes and the subs. If you haven't done so yet, please, leave a like on this video if you feel it helped you out, and leave a sub just to keep up with the content and help support the channel. Definitely means a lot to me. With that being said, today's video is one that was requested by a few, and so I definitely appreciate that. And really, it's just, what do I need to bring to the convention? Pretty much all of my videos have been focused on, like, if you don't do this sort of thing normally, if you aren't used to the con life, and so, like, me myself back in 2019 was my first con, and it was a lot, and I felt like I was generally pretty well prepared. But there was a lot that I wish I would have known. And so today, this is just me kind of showing what am I bringing in my bag, and hopefully it can help you guys out, maybe decide what you guys are going to bring yourself. So first, I'm not going to really wait too long to get into it. This is my convention bag. I'm kind of going to break down what I have and what it does here. So it's a basic bag, and I'll link pretty much all this stuff in the comments, in the description below. But basic backpack. It does fit the standards for the convention. Just to show an example, though, this one's the one I'm taking. This is my brother's. This is a lot smaller, a lot sleeker. You can kind of wear it any way you want on your back, across your body. But, depending on if you're going with a group, you can divvy up the duties of who needs to carry what. Like, honestly, I might have my friend carry this and not have it strapped to my backpack. I don't know yet. But yeah, so my backpack's here. I do have this patch that I sewed onto it, and this is just to differentiate it, just in the case that I misplace it or lose it. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I keep it pretty much attached to my body at all times, but you never know. So I do think that if you can put some sort of flair on it, a patch, some tape with your name, really anything you can, just to sort of differentiate, like, this is my bag. So with that being said, the first thing you have here is my poster tube. It does have its own strap, but I do clip it on there. And I like this tube a lot, because it does extend if you need it to. Oh, that's taken off. It extends out, so if you have like a really big poster, the thing extends pretty far. So it's really nice for that reason. You can clamp it down, turn it. Then it has this little thing at the end where I just put a sticker on there, but you can put like your name and information, just in case you lose it. Hopefully some kind soul will return it to you. But the thing with being at Star Wars Celebration is there's always so many, like, vendors who are giving away free posters and pictures and all kinds of stuff. And it helps to have a poster tube, a hard shell poster tube, where those posters, you can roll them up. They're not going to get crinkled or anything. To be honest, I've had a couple things in here since Celebration 2019, and I never took them out. I may have taken them out the other day. So maybe they're not in here when I was getting ready for this video. But that's the first thing. Poster tube, definitely necessary. You never know. On the other side of my bag, flipped here, my reusable water bottle. This is my brother's, but you get the point. Reusable water bottle, definitely a necessity for me. Of course, you can get drinks at the con, but if you're trying to save some money, keep some cold water. These are great. I know that right beside the convention center, I mean, like, here's a convention center, here's an intersection, here's a Walgreens. You can get water at that Walgreens. We go to Disneyland fairly often, and we'll go there. We'll get one. I wouldn't say fairly often, maybe once a year. But we always stock up on water there. Take it to our hotel room. We'll put it in the fridge overnight. Fill our water bottles up, and it's a lot cheaper than buying water bottles at the con or at the park. So that's what I recommend. Reusable water bottle if possible. If not, though, I'm gonna plug this again. They had it at last convention. You can buy these souvenir cups. It's probably like $10 or something, and you can just keep refilling them at drink stations. So that was nice. They had soda and juice and water. Beyond that, on the front of my backpack, you can put these anywhere. Put them in the pocket, but I like to keep pens. Because the truth is, you never know who you're gonna see at Star Wars Celebration. You might run into someone on the floor. Dave Filoni is notorious for walking around the floor. I know he probably won't be there this time, but last Celebration, John Boyega was walking the floor, and it was so cool. You could just hear people cheering. He was taking photos and videos, and it was really cool. So I always recommend keeping a metallic or silver Sharpie, and a black one if possible, just to give you that option depending on what you are having signed. So I keep that. I have a normal pen just in case also. I try not to weigh myself down because hopefully I can pick stuff up at the con, but I do like to have a couple things precautionary. So we've got a poster tube, we've got a reusable water bottle, we've got pens. Next, I'm going to go over two of the maybe the most important things here. Your mask, because there is a mask mandate. You do have to have an actual mask that it can't be mesh, it can't be a gaiter, it has to actually be able to go under your chin and fit, at least from the regulations. I do imagine they'll have masks at the doors and things like that, but it's better safe than sorry. The last thing you want to do is roll up to Celebration, not have a mask, and be told you can't go in, because they will do that. So I would definitely recommend making sure you have a couple on you if possible, just in the case that, you know, one breaks or one falls off or whatever. The next thing, and it's always when I think about these, I always think of Star Wars Episode 2, when Obi-Wan's like, "This weapon is your life" to Anakin, your pass. You need a lanyard. They are gonna have lanyards at all the entrances, and usually they're really thin and cheap, and not that great. I would grab a couple just in case. I remember before I bought this at Celebration 2019, I had it connected at two of them just to be sure because I was nervous. And to be honest, like if you have the 4 day pass, um, it's a lot more nerve wracking for me because you need that one pass for every day. Like hypothetically, if I had an individual day for each one, if I lost my Friday, I still got my Saturday and Sunday. I'm not hinging only on that one. Although I do know a lot of people connect them all on one lanyard, which is smart if you have a good lanyard. But I ordered these off of the Celebration store website. These are this year's lanyards. They're nice and thick, and the good thing about that is there's plenty of room to attach your pins or whatever you want. Usually, I'm not a huge pin collector, but over the years I've gathered, I don't know, 10 pins that I probably will put on my lanyard. So it's nice to be able to have that real estate there, but also the clip is strong enough that I really don't have to worry about it. Um, so yes, you can buy a cool lanyard online before you go to the con. You can buy it from Celebration, get your own, make your own. I don't know, but I just recommend having a good sturdy lanyard that can handle, the normal wear and tear of the day. So that's a big one. Lanyard, mask. Moving on from there, I will say a bottle of Tylenol. I'm not saying, the first inkling of pain in your feet, pop a Tylenol, but it is good to have Tylenol at a con. I think this is ibuprofen, but just in general, because you never know. You never know. If you get a, you've been on your feet all day, and you suddenly get a headache, you're dehydrated. I don't know. Everybody has their own. I'm not advocating just popping pills here, but just in case, I do like to have Tylenol on me for me and my party, just in case. Um, from there, I'm actually gonna dig in the bag here. A couple essentials. Battery pack. Battery pack for charging phone. I always keep these on me when I go out of town, um, especially at a convention, because there's going to be a lot of times where there's going to be a Star Wars Celebration app, and that thing is super useful. It helps you navigate the floor. It helps you keep track of like when panels are happening, and so you want to make sure your phone is good to go. And if you're with people and you're getting separated from people, and you got to kind of relink up, it's easier to make sure your phone is actually charged. So I definitely recommend a battery pack. They come in all kinds of sizes. This is a big one. I've got small ones. You can use all kinds. But I think that is definitely something you should look into. Again, I probably won't keep a full size deodorant in my bag, but a travel one, deodorant. Yes, you should apply it before the con, but just in case, sometimes we're late, sometimes we're running, and we forget. There's always those videos of people at like music festivals where they're cheering and then they put their arm down. They're like, "Oops." So we'd like to avoid that. So I always put a travel size, just in case. Even if I don't use it, sometimes, my brother or my friend might, they might smell a little funky, and I'm like, hold on now, got you. Just pass it on to them. From there, oh, there's my black Sharpie. See, knew I had it. From there, I do have like a normal charger in here. You probably don't need it if you have a travel charger, but just in case. I hate having to like put my phone by. Honestly, I'd let my phone die before I plugged it into a wall at a con and waited. But you know, to each their own. I have it there just in case, because again, you never know. Um, the one other thing I'll mention is if you do plan on getting a autograph or photo op, I recommend buying a plastic protector. Now this one is specifically for a pop. I got this at Celebration last time. It's Ashley Eckstein, and I got the pop, and I'm like, oh my god, what if it like what if it gets smudged or something in my bag? And I was trying to carry it very carefully just because I didn't want to mess it up. But luckily, on the floor, they did have booths, and usually they're by the signing booths, but they have people who are just selling plastic protectors. So this one, I mean, you can make it flat and fold it up in your bag just in case. But I wish I still had it, and I think it's in my room somewhere in my closet. But for my photo ops, they'll give you like a little sleeve to put it in, but it can easily get messed up. And I didn't want to roll it in my poster tube. So again, I bought this like plastic hard shell case to put my photo in. And it was probably a couple bucks more than I wish it would have been. And had I had the hindsight, I would have ordered one online. And I'm getting a photo with Carl Weathers this time, so I'm gonna look for that protective sleeve to see if I can find it today. But if not, I'm gonna order one tonight, just to save myself that couple bucks of buying it at the convention for a little more. Um, but I think that's pretty much everything that I can think of. I'm gonna go over it one more time. We got our bag. I would say go on Celebration's website if you're not sure if your bag is gonna make it within the requirements. But like any standard backpack, you should be fine. Got the bag. Make sure you got your lanyards with your pass. Very, very important not to skip on that. Make sure you've got your mask. Make sure and just no matter what, where your stance is on it, rather than having to, get turned away, just make sure you got one on you. Um, Power bank, Sharpies, just in case you run into that special talent or whoever it may be to sign your stuff. Deodorant, Tylenol, ibuprofen, the humble water bottle, plastic protectors. Oh, poster tube, and that's it. That's it. Honestly, that's pretty much it. Obviously, phone, wallet, whatever you got to carry there. If you're using Apple Pay, that's great. Um, I'd probably carry a couple dollars of cash just in case. You never know what happens. But that's pretty much it. Uh, if you wear some glasses, glasses on. Uh, I will say though, I'm kind of old school and I like to write handwritten lists. And so I do keep a notebook with me. And sometimes I don't even need to look at the list. I just need to see the notebook. So a lot of times I'll go to the hotel, put it on the nightstand, put it somewhere like with my keys, just so that I'm reminded, like, oh yeah, let me just double check I have everything. So we are driving there this time. We live in California, and so I'm thankful that we're able to skip a lot of the fees for shipping things or bringing them on an airplane. Uh, but I do think that everything I listed here is quite doable in a lot of carry-on situations. Uh, so hopefully this helped you guys out. Again, I appreciate all the love and support here. A couple quick things before I go. I am working on trying to set up a couple, at least a one after celebration hangout, maybe eating things somewhere. Working hard to get that set up. If you are interested in that, let me know in the comments or hit me up on Instagram or something, because the more people that tell me they're interested, the more it helps me in working this all out. But everybody's welcome. I'm going to be there all 4 days with my brother and one of my best friends, and we're open to hanging out with people, meeting guys on the floor. I'm going to be giving stuff away on the floor so far. We'll see, but it's looking like we're going to go stickers and pins. So I think we're going to be able to make it happen. If you see me on the floor, say hello, don't hesitate. I'll post a picture every day before the con, and I want to give stuff out. I want to meet people and have fun. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Leave a like and subscribe if this video helped you and to stay updated with what's coming next. And check me out on Twitch at Uncle_Sheev. I'm on there pretty much every day. Probably going to play some Horizon Zero Dawn tonight. But may the force be with you. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.